short form content may take a back seat, and I need to stop masking. I need to unmask. Of course, like reading habits, it's got to stop. It has to it has to do something better. So, all right. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jazz, the Story Maestro, and happy 2025. Today I want to talk about a bunch of stuff from TikTok to bookish things such as better reading habits and even unmasking. That one's going to be a little vulnerable, but I feel like y'all should know something because of the fact that it is something that I would say, working through, not dealing with, but working through. So let's get into it. So TikTok, it was gone for 2 seconds. Everybody spazzed out. I wouldn't say I spazzed, but I will say that I seen a video where they're like, if you deleted TikTok within a matter of a couple of hours, you'll cut off game strong. And I will tell you that mine is for sure strong, because the way that I got rid of that app, CapCut and Lemonade, off my phone, it is non-existent. But I do still have it on my iPad, so I can still, scratch that itch whenever I need to. But it's not on my phone. And I can admit, a part of me felt a little better because throughout that time that I could not get on TikTok, it allowed me to reflect a little bit better on what I wanted to do. And I really realized that I don't like short form content. I feel like short form content always feels very rushed for me. I feel like I can't get everything that I want to say out. And then sometimes I just get the blabbing and it just doesn't work out well. So for me, TikTok, that short span that we didn't have it worked out quite well. Not to say that I don't appreciate TikTok, because I do, because TikTok is my biggest platform. I have almost 4,000 followers on there, but I want to say that I want to come over to YouTube more, just so that I can have my longer form content and I can feel like I can say everything that I want without rushing. And that is like the premise of everything that I want to do as far as my content. Well, no, not everything. That's the premise of what I want to do as far as like, is it short form, long form? I want to do long form. It just feels better that way, because a lot of the stuff that I say is going to be repetitive. So I don't want to keep making short videos about it. I want to make a nice long video that you guys can just go back to if you want to reference it, even if it's about a book, like a book review, or if it's something I'm teaching, because you guys know that I am an editor. So there are so many things that I see that goes on in editing. And rather than making 20 short form content videos, you can just go back to that one. And I'll probably do, updates and stuff too, but long form just works better for me. And maybe I'll just be able to enjoy TikTok on a casual level like everybody else. And that's when I would say the masking starts, because I feel like I was I know I was masking, and I can't say I don't know why, because I'm like trying to have my business correct and, appear professional. But at the same time, I was trying to still have fun. And I feel like that was taking away from the person that I am. So by me doing more of my long form content on YouTube, I can relax more and get out what I want to, while still relaxing on TikTok and enjoying it, and just vibing. And I mean, it's not even on my phone, so enjoying it when I can. So yes, because the masking, I do feel like y'all got a very buttoned up version of me, and I'm like, man, it didn't start off that way. But then the more I was trying to be my businessy self, the more I felt like uptight. Like I feel like I couldn't breathe. Like, it just felt like I was like always rumbled up in my head and trying to get these words out, and it didn't feel too good. So that's why I would say another reason for me to come to YouTube is I can unwind. I can unbutton and I can get out what I want to again and just be as authentically me as I can be, so that you guys can see who I am as a person, on top of the fact of incorporating my business and stuff. Because at the end of the day, I am a reader. I'm a reader before I'm a writer, editor, all that, because reading and just stories, movies are what made me be a writer and an editor. They are what, these other things from me derived from those. So yeah. New reading habits. So with the masking, with the TikTok and not being able to enjoy it, I really feel like my reading habits became more of a goal in a competitive way instead of a enjoyment kind of way. Because the year before I had a goal of like maybe 60, and I read like 58 books. I was like, awesome, no. I think my goal was like 50 and I read 58. Something along those lines. Maybe even a little higher. I don't know. But then last year my goal was 60. And I think I read 33, but that does not include the books I DNF'd and the books I, of course, edited. Well, maybe I should. Okay, let's say 40 with the books I edited, just a rough count. But I DNF'd so many books. I did not enjoy them. And I was just picking up books because I'm like, oh, they say this is good. Oh, I need to get a number up. And I wasn't able to like actually enjoy the books. And then I am a reader of, well, in the aspect of I read for pleasure and I read for craft. So like I read, of course, because I want the story, but I also read for craft because, again, I'm a writer, I'm an editor. By being able to take in those stories, it shows me how stories can be structured and delivered. In addition to, it's a dog barking, it always throws me off. In addition to just, okay, I like stories. So having that competitive nature as far as my videos or as far as my book count, my reading habits, it didn't serve me any justice at all. Because I'm literally that person who will watch a movie 400 times so that I can get every single detail so that everything can make sense. And then I can dissect it the way that I want to. I am not that person that's like, I'm gonna read a book and never come back to it. Because if I like that book enough, I like that story enough, I like that movie enough, I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to reread it. I can't tell you how many times I've reread The City of Brass or how many times I've reread The Fountainhead. Because I really love those books. Like, those are literally my favorite books. Or even, dare I say it, how many times I've watched the Harry Potter movies. I've only read the book series once. Well, no, take that back. I've only gone through books 1 through 5. I have to finish 6 and 7 because side note, book 5, love Order of the Phoenix. Movie Order of the Phoenix? What? Get out of here, right? So what I'm trying to say is as many times as I have watched the movies, you can't I had to keep watching them to understand stuff and this, that, and the other. And I want to finish reading the series so that I can get even more. And it just helps me to understand the world and this, that, and the other. On top of it, just, again, good storytelling. I know that there's beef with JK, but we all love that story for a reason. And it was outside of who she was as a person. It was who the characters were as people in the story and the events that took place and the stuff that they went through that showed us who they are. Yeah, those are my things for 2025 so far. So TikTok was gone for a minute, but it showed me that I want to get back to long form, or that I want to get to long form content, and that short form content may take a back seat, and that I need to stop masking. I need to unmask. I need to be myself, because I'm going to do this. I want y'all to see me and understand who I am when you do meet me in person, if you ever do meet me in person. And of course, reading habits. It's got to stop. It has to it has to do something better. So with that, I have a bunch of books on my shelf that I have not gotten to, but I just made a video of 7 books that I'm this is on my shelf and I haven't gotten to. Some of them, a little embarrassed by it. One of the biggest ones that I have said that I'm going to read this year. I know, but I'm going to get to it. And I can admit the reason I haven't gotten to it is because I was so afraid that it was not going to be worth the hype. There are so many books on BookTok and Bookstagram that just everybody went wild for. And there were a few of them that I was like, yo, this is trash. It's not my vibe. So I was like, I can't take everybody's word, but I love fantasy. If you know me, I'm a fantasy sci-fi girly. So I'm hoping that this is all that it is cracked up to be, and that I am absolutely just in love. And especially, look at the black girl. So this is one of my biggest ones. Vicious Games. I've heard very good things. Definitely want to read it. This is like more spooky, but again, want to read it. This is I know. I did start The City We Became. No, I read The City We Became. I haven't read the other two books. But I do like N.K. Jemisin so far. Or at least, just with The City We Became. It's very dense, but I love it. And I was told that this is dense as well. But again, if you fit my vibe, I don't care. I'm gonna devour it. Because I would say The City of Brass is dense, but I ate it up. I like Francine Rivers. I've read a couple of her books. She is a Christian-based author. And I've really enjoyed her books. So of course I'm like, let me pick up something and see what it's about. And honestly, I don't know which book of the Bible this one is referring to, but let's get it. Brittany Lewis's book. I pre-ordered this book and did not get to it when I got it. Don't judge me. And then this. It's like, I think it's a YA book. Of course it's a YA book. It looks like a YA book. But yeah. Books that I am determined to get to. And if y'all have read them, which ones have you read and which ones did you like? A part of me was like, tell me why you liked it. But then I'm like, are you going to spoil it? So please don't spoil it for me. Thank you. So, yeah. Y'all I can't wait to vibe with y'all more. I feel like this video is a whole lot more authentic. It's not going to be so choppy. And if you guys have any, again, I'm always saying, like, if y'all want to talk about something, let's talk about something specific. I can't wait. But I'll probably talk more about books that I really love in depth and in a way that can really help you to connect with why I love the book and see it. And I'll probably go into my editing mode as well. So yes, I am so happy to have made this video. I hope to get it out sooner than later. And it was great talking to y'all. So talk to you soon. Have a great year. And in the comments, I want to hear your top 5 books that you want to read this year. All right.